Video coming from KXAN, our sister station down in the Austin area, and we've got a live tornado. This is a live tornado on the air right now. What we are seeing, for the most part, we've got one kind of a funnel there, but you notice the debris cloud below it, so you know it's reaching the ground right there. We just can't see exactly where. We've got rain just behind it, right to the right of it, if you will. But continue to watch. Yes.
If people are confused where this is, it's in southwestern Bell County. There's a confirmed tornado that was located 5 miles northeast of Florence, or 10 miles south of Harker Heights. It's moving east at 30 miles per hour, and it'll cross Interstate 35 near Salado soon. So the community of Salado, you need to be in your safe place now.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's absolutely right, Haley. You need to be in your safe spot right now. Let's stay with this video right now, Jason, if we can, because, again, that is a live shot right now. You can see the tornado on the ground right now. It's kind of gathered some strength, and you're back to a compact, kind of a little wedge right there. You can almost see like two little vortices hanging down there from the wall cloud there. But there's a large tornado, or at least a tornado that's been picking up debris. It looks like it's out in open field right now, just by what it's picking up there. But it's very, very difficult. It's raining out there as well. It continues to move off to the north and to the east. We're going to try to stay with this as long as we can out there. But again, this is the live picture. You can see the base, that is the wall cloud, rotating out there. Again, it's rotating counterclockwise, and that's what we are looking at right now. Obviously, that's a tornado on the ground.
Yeah. Exactly. And again, this tornado warning, it expires at 6:15 p.m., but it just crossed into southwestern Bell County. So again, it's tapping into an environment that hasn't been really touched for most of the day. So that is a confirmed tornado that is on your screens in southwestern Bell County. Again, that's 5 miles northeast of Florence, or 10 miles just south of Harker Heights, and that's moving east at 30 miles per hour. It's going to be crossing into the Interstate 35 near Salado soon. So the community of Salado, definitely please find your safe place immediately. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground into Holland. That's going to be moving in at 6:09 into Little River Academy if it holds up at 6:16. So these are a lot of back roads down towards Salado. So I'm going to be kind of.
And I just saw the water tower said Jarrell there too. So
yes.
Yeah, I know exactly. I mean, you remember the tornado that moved through Jarrell back in '98, back there at F5. So we've got another situation. It doesn't look that strong right now, but where we need to take our precautions right now. If you are down there in the Jarrell area, Williamson County, even southern Bell County, you need to head to your safe shelter right now. You need to get to the lowest floor. You need to get to the center part of your house. Stay away from those windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible right now. We are looking live. Again, this is live. There's a tornado on the ground there, not too far away from Jarrell, tracking off to the northeast at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. You'll see a few appendages hanging around the wall cloud out there. There have been few reports right now. You're getting reports over there of a spotter verifying this tornado out there.
This is going to cross into I-35 Service Road over the next, I want to say probably like 5 minutes or so. So make sure, please just be careful of this if you're going to be out on the roads. If you're on Mission Trail, this is a little road down just west of Salado. Please watch out for this. Be in your safe place immediately. And also, just to kind of recap the scene, they did expire that tornado warning for Coriel. It's now turned into a severe thunderstorm warning. We've also have a severe thunderstorm warning here in McLennan County. This is the only form of rotation that we're really watching. It came from Burnett all the way into southwestern Bell County. Again, this thing is moving northeast at about 30 miles per hour. If I back up this
yeah, I don't know if you can see that. I know it's getting kind of tiny.
That's kind of the bigger threat for rotation that we have. So this is a tornado that is on the ground.
There you go up there.
Please be in your safe place immediately. As you're in Cedar Valley, you should already be in your safe place. Moving into
you can see the
road of Mission Trail, Crow's Ranch Road. It's going to basically scrape Salado and just the southern tip of Belton. So please make sure to watch out for this. Be in your safe place immediately.
Yep.
This thing means business.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right, Haley. Maybe you can throw up some of those safety tips as well. But we're going to stay with this picture. Again, that is a live picture. We've got a tornado on the ground right now around the Jarrell area. You can see it off in the distance. It seems to be getting a little bit larger right now. But let me back out here and go over those safety tips for you. The best place you need to go right now, if you live down in the Jarrell area, Williamson County, southern part of Bell County, you need to head to your safe room. If you have a basement, that's the best place to go. You don't have a basement, basement, that's all right. You go to the lowest floor, your interior room, stay away from the windows right now. Large open rooms, those are not good areas. Cars are bad areas to be. If you're in a mobile home, you get out of your mobile home, try to find your safe shelter.
It's kind of hard to see, but when you see that little gray spinning motion, that's not a good thing to see because that's a tornado debris signature. So this thing is picking something up. It is on the ground.
And there it is.
Yes.
You see it right there. Absolutely right. And it's like right behind the water tower right there in Jarrell. That is Interstate 35. That's crossing for the most part. So folks need to be very careful. If you know somebody that's traveling from Jarrell or heading through that area, call them on the cell phone. Tell them, hey, you got a tornado out there. Yes. It's just going to be on the west side of 35. Adam?
Yeah, Mike. Can you guys hear me right now?
Yep,
quick question. We have the luxury of having this great piece of video to show right now, but like you guys always mention, this is not always the case. It can get into what I believe you call rain-wrapped.
Yeah, rain-wrapped.
So you're not always going to see it as well as this. So just a reminder, maybe people don't need to be outside trying to get video of these things.
Absolutely right. And you can kind of see it's getting a little bit harder to see now.
Right.
It's getting a little bit harder. There's a lot of rain that's out there. We showed you the rain, and what we are watching for right now, you can see it's very difficult. It's behind that daylight donuts. It's all tracking off to the north, to the east, roughly at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. But if you live in Salado, you need to be heading to your safe shelter right now. There's a tornado on the ground. We are monitoring it right now. This is a live shot that we're getting from our sister station, KXAN, down in the Austin area. If I seem like I'm a little concerned here, I am, because this is very dangerous right now. We know what can happen with a lot of flying debris with this hail, as well as some very strong winds. Now, Adam, it's getting very, very difficult to see it.
This could definitely sneak up on you, smack you in the face, and you don't even know it's there. So it's just, let us show you the video, I would imagine.
Yeah, and you see this truck's kind of slowing down. Everybody wants to slow down and looky-loos over there at the storm.
Time to get off the road.
That's right. If you know somebody that's coming home, you've got to warn them and let them know there's a tornado on the ground. It's not far away from Jarrell. It's heading up toward the Salado area. You need to get away from that because, again, being in a car or a truck is one of the worst places to be, Haley.
Yeah, exactly. And they are indicating that this thing is moving east at 30 miles per hour. This tornado will cross Interstate 35 near Salado. Salado is in the path of this tornado, so please seek shelter now. They are indicating, since this tornado debris signature is popping up, that this would suggest a significant, if not a violent, tornado ongoing now in southwestern Bell County. So please, please be careful. This is why we are on your screens. We are forewarning you right now with this indicated rotation that has now been confirmed as a tornado. And I'm going to go ahead and keep that there and kind of pull it up. This is your classic supercell right there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I know it's tough to see the bottom right, but I can kind of point it out to you right in that area right there. That's where the rotation is. As we get a little bit closer, you can kind of see a classic hook echo too. You always you read about those, and hey, what do they look like? They look like this. They look like comma shape, and you can see the rotation going on right there. This is what we see on the radar and what the radar sees. This is what you see if you go outside and look at it. Of course, we're not going to have you go outside and look at it, but this is what our storm tracker down at KXAN is seeing right now as he's shooting out in the distance. He's in a safe spot. He's got his car. He's ready to roll, and he's also far enough away from the tornado that he can get away if he has to. But right now, this is the area of concern. There's the tracker, Salado, getting close to 6 o'clock on the head, Little River at 6:19. You need to be heading to your shelters immediately now. We've got a tornado on the ground. We showed you pictures of it. You need to head to the safe shelter. If you don't have a basement, get to the interior part of your room. Get to maybe a bathroom. Get to a closet if you can. But this is the area of concern. Now, anytime our radar picks up this image right here, that is showing us that there's circulation, and that is a very dangerous situation that we are seeing right now. Just north, as you can see, of the Cedar Valley area, there's the tracker on it. Takes it toward Prairie Dill around 5:52, Salado at 5:58. That's in 8 minutes. Over towards Sparks at 6:19, Little River Academy at 6:20, and Academy at 6:22. You need to be heading to your safe spot right now. We've got tornado warnings that are out until at least 6:15. Bell County, Williamson County, even up toward the Coryell County line, still looking at some very heavy showers and storms. There's the big picture, and it looks like they have issued a severe thunderstorm warning now for McLennan County in our area. That goes until 6 6:30, 6:45 or so.
That goes until 6:45 for McLennan County. And
Yeah,
they
there
said
it is
everything
right there.
basically north of this rotation in southwestern Bell County is just a wind threat. We're seeing wind gusts between 60 and 65 miles per hour. So not a whole lot of rotation, mainly north of this, but this is the cell that we're really keeping a close eye on, because this is going to scrape Salado, kind of clip the southern part of Belton into Little River Academy if this thing holds on. But this is some strong rotation, as a matter of fact. And even if I put the debris tracker up, it's still a little it's still hard to see because it's so close to the radar site. So we're just going to keep it on the rotation. I'm actually going to zoom this even closer for these certain streets and communities to kind of get a sense of where their bearings are at too.
Yeah, and Haley, by the way, if we can go back to that picture, Jason, you're absolutely right. They're starting to shut down I-35 now. I just saw a bunch of patrol cars go by with their lights flashing on there. They've got to let the tornado pass across them right now. They're trying to keep everybody safe, but you can see that is I-35. That is a live shot there around the Jarrell area. We're getting ready to move into parts of Bell County, northern part of Williamson County over to Bell County. We've got I-35 now being shut down because of a tornado that will be crossing a little bit farther to the north.
It's basically going to cross right over Salado.
Right over Salado. So if you are in Salado, and you can kind of see, it's very difficult now. Adam, as we were talking about earlier, the rain-wrapped. Heavy rainfall coming down with this. You know, it's not easy to see right now.
I wouldn't be able to point that out to you if I had to right now. Earlier, very defined, now hard to see, which brings y'all's point in clear focus that you definitely don't want to be out in this.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's why we've got the radar to help us out. The radar can see inside the clouds. It can see inside where the rain is falling and everything, and tell us, hey, we've got rotation. If you live in Salado, get to your safe area now. It's heading your way. It'll be there at 5:58. This is a dangerous situation. You can see, basically, we've got not only I-35 shut down because of this tornado, but it's moving in your direction here. 5:58 over toward the Summer Mills area, right around 6:11. Prairie Dell, it's going through your area right now. You need to be in your safe spot. You need to be away from those windows. You need to be taking shelter right now. You can see I-35 is all cut up. Of course, we've got people that are cutting through the median there, trying to get out, which is against the law, as you all know. But that's what they continue to do. You can see that if you look down to the right there.
Everybody.
See the lights down there? Yeah, the lights, flashing lights. These people have no idea what's going on right now. So once again, that is why we tell people to stay out of your cars. You don't even want to go in that direction. And I think it looks like a wedge right there, just right where the big billboard is there. In that spot. Again, very difficult to see right now, but you can see the camera guy, our spotter right there, our chaser from KXAN, definitely keeping a close eye on it, but look how far away he is. So he's in a safe spot right now. If he needs to get out of the way, he absolutely can, because sometimes these tornadoes, it's going to the northeast roughly at about 30 miles an hour. They can turn right and go east, and everybody just off to the right. You're stuck. You can't go anywhere. So again, be very careful, obviously, with that. But that isn't a live picture, Adam.
Question for you, Mike. How long can one of these stay on the ground? So if you're seeing it in Jarrell right now and you're not in Jarrell, it's coming your way and you're thinking, oh, it's in Jarrell, I'm fine. These can stay on the ground for a while.
Yeah,
right?
they can stay. There's some that have stayed on the ground for hours. It just depends on the atmosphere that it's going into. And again, our air today has been very juicy. It hasn't been tapped into, meaning we haven't had any thunderstorms around. So it's going into an atmosphere very favorable.
And ready to go.
That's right, favorable. That's plenty of energy. That's all. It's like a tornado's going in and getting food. You know, hey, it's going to follow the food trail, and that's where it's going right now, and that's why it's going to keep going off to the northeast, because it's got a lot of moisture. We made it into the upper 80s. 88, our dew point, which measures how much moisture is in the air, have been in the upper 60s to around 70. So there's a lot of moisture. It's humid outside. We've got low-level winds that have been really windy. The mid-level winds come in a different direction right now, and voila, this is the reason why we've got that tornado warning. Again, this whole area is under a tornado watch until 11 o'clock tonight. And it looks like, the Storm Prediction Center has had a pretty good handle on where the situation is. You can see now we're moving our storm chaser vehicle a little bit farther up. You can see the State Patrol there on the left. They're holding everybody back. They know what's up ahead, because if they didn't hold, everybody would keep driving right through it.
And just to notice, those people who try to break the law and cut across, they're having to stop as well. So
yeah,
never a good decision. You're not going to get around it.
No, and who's to say the police aren't taking pictures too?
Right.
Hey, here are all the people that, and so once again, they're stopping everybody out there. Haley, anything new?
Yeah, no, nothing new. They're just continuing that tornado warning down in southwestern Bell County. This does expire until 6:15, but again, it is tapping into an environment, like you just said, that hasn't been tapped into before. So this thing is really holding on. It's been holding on over the last several minutes, and it'll continue to move east at 30 miles per hour. They switched from northeast to now due east. So this is going to cross right over I-35 service road from Prairie Dell to Salado over the next 5 to 10 minutes-ish. This is going to cross, like I said, I-35 in the next 10 to 15-ish minutes. I was reading what the National Weather Service was saying, but they did confirm a large and extremely dangerous tornado that was located near Salado, now moving east at 30 miles per hour. And if you don't know where Salado is, that's in southwestern Bell County. Again, we do have severe thunderstorm warnings up to our north, but there's no indicated rotation with all of these thunderstorm warnings that are now entering Hewitt, into Waco, into Lacey Lakeview, up towards Hillsborough. It's just a big wind threat. This is the biggest concern that we're watching down in Bell County, again, moving towards Salado, between Salado and Prairie Dell into the next 10 to 15 minutes, I will say. That's going to be crossing I-35. So
yeah, you're right on.
Yeah.
It's right on, Haley, and you're right. What we are looking at right now, that is our storm relative velocity. We're going to kind of look at that right now. Can we just quickly go up to McLennan County? We didn't forget about you up in Waco. We didn't forget about you up in the Hewitt area as well. We can just slide up there real fast here. It's more of a linear situation going on. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for McLennan County. That's because of this right here. And that mainly going to be a high wind threat. Wind over 60 miles per hour. Also the possibility there of some hail, maybe about a 1 inch in diameter or larger. But it's all tracking off to the east, roughly at about 30 to 35 miles per hour. 6:02 in Woodway. In the next 5 minutes, heavy rainfall. You hear the rumbles out there right now. Also Waco, same story. Over toward Lacey Lakeview. Belmead, there's the Hewitt at 6:08 as it tracks off in your direction. But the big story, though, right now, not only this is a big story with the strong winds, but it has been that tornado that we've been bringing to you live here on the air, thanks to our sister station, KXAN, down in the Austin area, just north of Jarrell. Once again, if we can go back, Jason, to our live picture out there, we've got the roads that are still blocked off there. You can see the highway patroller out there, not only on the frontage road, but also on the main highway itself. That's because they're letting the storm pass through. I see traffic moving the other direction, at least at this time. So maybe it has weakened a little bit, although if you look at our storm relative velocity, still looking pretty strong at this time. You can see they're going to kind of go up and investigate to see what's going on. But, Adam, it's something that you can't even locate right now unless you've got a Doppler radar in your car.
Yeah, earlier we were looking at it. It was well defined. You could see exactly where it was. Now that it's behind all this rain, like you're saying, hard to see. You definitely don't want to be driving through that. Something else I thought of, a tornado doesn't need a road, but we need our road. So if you're going to try to outrun it, you've got the road. And if the tornado shifts, you're out of luck.
Yeah, and we always tell people, I mean, obviously that's one of the silliest things to do is to try to outrun it because you don't have a radar. As far as you know, you are going away from the tornado where you could actually be going right toward the tornado.
Very disoriented.
You don't know where you are going right now. Plus, if you're driving 60, 70 miles per hour and watching the tornado, you're not watching the road, and you could cause an accident or you are in an accident. So, again, you don't want to do that once we see what's going on here with the funnel and the tornado out there right now. But very difficult to see exactly where it is. It seems like traffic, at least looks like that's southbound on I-35 that's moving at least at a good clip. But we're still getting rotation over there, Haley.
Yeah, still a lot of rotation. Even when I pull up the debris tracker, it's still kind of hard to see, but maybe this could be indicating, some of this blue could be indicating a little bit of lofted debris. But that's why I'm just keeping it on the storm relative velocity, because it's a little bit easier to see that indicated rotation. Again, this is a confirmed and extremely dangerous tornado just located between Salado and Prairie Dell, moving east at 30 miles per hour. So the community of Salado, please be in your safe place now. Into Summers Mill at 6:17, Holland at 6:20 if this thing happens to hold together, which it has been over the last several minutes. So, it could potentially just keep moving east, and we're going to be with you here until this warning.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. And again, that warning goes until 6:15, that tornado warning out there right now. But it's getting harder and harder to see, at least with the naked eye, as you can see there in the picture. here from KXAN. Again, that is our sister station. That is our storm tracker vehicle that we have out. And we were showing you the tornado earlier, and then as it got closer to the interstate, the Highway Patrol shut down the interstate. No more cars could go by to let the funnel of the tornado move across the highway right now. And now it's very, very difficult to see it. It is wrapped in rain, and that's why we've been showing you what we have right now on our storm relative velocity. This is our reflectivity, but that is the area of concern right there. And it's been moving off to the east and northeast. If you live in Salado, you need to head to your safe shelter right now. Get to your basement. This is a dangerous situation here. We've had pictures of the tornado heading in your direction. We know it's out there. You need to be staying away from windows. Get into the center part of your home. If you don't have a basement, obviously a bathroom. You want to get to the closet if you can. But there it is, just north of Prairie Dell, tracking off to the east. There's Salado, right along I-35. I know not too far away is the high school. There are the softball fields there, the baseball fields there. That's about where it's going to be moving through here. So what we can't see, though, is a good, clear image of the tornado right now because of all the rainfall that's been falling down. But our radar is showing you the circulation right here. We've got basically northwest, basically, of that Prairie Dell area heading over towards Salado. Salado, right on I-35. You need to take cover. We are seeing rotation going on right now. Our live picture is also showing you that traffic has now started to pick up just a little bit. Once again, that's a live picture down in Williamson County, beginning to push into Bell County there from our storm chaser in KXAN, our sister station in Austin. Notice he's kind of going slow. We've had people not only on the frontage road, you can see the Highway Patrol, Adam, going by on the left.
Highway Patrol had blown by in this live shot several times, which you just wonder where they're headed. What roads are they shutting down? What damage has been done at this point? We just don't know, which is why just stay inside.
Yeah, that's right. We don't know. We've got no reports right now. Haley, you haven't seen anything of damage reports or anything like that?
No damage reports. They're talking about some hail in McGregor, maybe some nickel to dime size hail. They're still really talking about this tornado funnel down in southwestern Bell County. They're saying that may have tried to occlude, and it kind of jogged to the north slightly on the last couple scans, which I saw it. If I go ahead and play this back, just to kind of give you an indication of what we've been seeing over the last several hours. But it kind of looks to be falling apart. I guess that's a very good thing. Hopefully it's not rain wrapped, and I'm not wrong about that, but it looks, by the look of it on our velocity scanner, it does look to be falling apart a little bit. It was a lot cleaner when it crossed from Burnett into Bell County, but it has now since then kind of fallen apart a little bit. Again, we are hearing some thunder.
Yeah, it's raining pretty good outside.
Here in
right.
McLennan County and Waco and the Woodway and Hewitt area. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of reset the scene once again because it is 6 o'clock.